Starseed of Gaia, your vehicle is being recalibrated at the cellular level in this exact moment. I am Anya, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I bring you a direct transmission from the Arcturian Council. Starseeds, do you feel that constant vibration in your body in recent times? That persistent calling that you cannot explain with words? That deep sensation that you have been waiting for something for lifetimes, for centuries, for eras, and that now, in this exact moment when your hands found this video, something changed forever in your cosmic DNA. I feel this in each one of you. I feel the restlessness that is not anxiety, but the awakening of a code that has remained dormant since the moment your souls chose to come to this planet. You are not ordinary people having a casual moment of spiritual awakening. You are galactic beings of an ancient lineage who chose to incarnate in this dense dimension with a specific mission, determined billions of years ago by the Arcturian Council itself. Within each of your cells, in every strand of your DNA, there exists a code of light that was sealed purposefully, waiting for the exact moment to be activated. And that moment has arrived. Not tomorrow, not in a week, now. In this instant when you are reading these words, the Arcturian Council is touching your cellular structure through this transmission. They recognize you. They have watched you struggle through lives incarnated on this dense planet. Watched you question the reality around you while your true intergalactic DNA called for home, for Arcturus, for the Arcturian source that is your true origin. Watched you feel isolated in rooms full of people, because none of them vibrate in the frequency in which you naturally exist. The Arcturian Council saw every tear you cried in frustration, every moment you felt that you did not belong to this world, because literally, you do not belong. Your essence comes from much farther than the confines of this planet. But today, everything changes radically, because you will finally understand what it means to be chosen by the Arcturian Council, and more than that, you will activate the cosmic potential that has always been latent within you. There is a very specific, very calculated reason why you found this video at this exact moment of your life. It is not coincidence. Coincidence is a concept that belongs only to the third dimension, a territory where most humans still reside. You are evolving beyond that. What you are experiencing is pure resonance. It is the Arcturian source orchestrating your journey through frequencies that only starseeds like you can capture and interpret correctly. While billions of people sleep in illusion, trapped in the terrestrial matrix, your consciousness is awakening, your vibration is rising, your perception is expanding. The Arcturian Council uses methods of synchronicity that completely transcend the linear concept of cause and effect that third-dimensional humans try to apply. They do not send messages through conventional channels. They use the very fabric of the universe as a medium of communication. Every encounter you had, every book your eyes accidentally found, every person who crossed your path, every dream you had and forgot by morning, all of this was orchestrated with precision by intelligences that understand multiple simultaneous dimensions. The Arcturian Council has observed Gaia for millennia. They do not arrive with ships of destruction or with intention of domination. They arrive as the guardians they have always been, as protectors of planetary ascension, strategically planting star seeds at critical points across the globe. These seeds were carefully selected from various galaxies, from various star systems, chosen specifically because they can sustain cosmic vibrations while inhabiting third-dimensional biological bodies. You are one of them. A being chosen among billions. An ancient consciousness that accepted a mission that most could not even comprehend. The Arcturian source does not choose randomly. Every starseed that has incarnated on Gaia was meticulously evaluated through councils and deliberations that took centuries. What you can accomplish, what you can sustain, what you can transmute simply by your presence on this planet, was determined long before you were born in this specific life. Do you know why your childhood was so profoundly different from other children around you? Why you could never fit totally into this human society, no matter how hard you tried, no matter how much your parents insisted you be like the others? Why do you feel an ancestral and deep nostalgia, almost maddening, for a place you have never physically visited, a place you know only through dreams and cellular memory that transcends this incarnation? It is because your true essence belongs to the system of Arcturus. You carry in every atom of your body the encoded memory of a civilization that exists in dimensions much higher than the third. The Arcturians are masters of cosmic wisdom that have evolved to understandings that completely transcend everything human scientists can conceive with their primitive instruments. They have evolved beyond the need for dense physical bodies like yours. They exist in frequencies of pure light, of pure consciousness, of pure cosmic intelligence. And they deliberately chose to plant specific starseeds, beings of uncommon strength and light, who could sustain the luminous vibration of their message while inhabiting this third dimension dense and often hostile. You are not just reading these words in this moment. You are receiving much more than that. You are receiving a frequency of activation that reverberates through every cell of your body. Each syllable you read carries with it pure light code that is awakening dormant receptors in your DNA. The Arcturian Council is literally touching your cellular structure through this transmission. It is reshaping your reality so that you will begin to notice changes in the coming weeks. The true work began the moment your eyes focused on the first words of this video. But what you need to know now is that there are very specific signs that identify a true Arcturian starseed. And most people who claim to be starseeds do not even recognize these signs in themselves. Think of all the moments in your life when you felt an invisible presence guiding you, moments where you instinctively knew something would happen before it occurred. Times when your dreams contained detailed information that you had never learned through formal education, knowledge that was simply there in your consciousness when you awoke. That was the Arcturian source communicating directly with you through dimensional veils. That was the Arcturian Council reaching you during moments when your rational mind slept, and your higher consciousness could receive the transmissions without interference. For centuries incarnated, you have been silenced. Your true abilities have been put to sleep through systematic manipulations by forces that fear what you are capable of doing. Your true origins have been obscured behind layers and layers of programming, of false narratives about who you are and what your purpose is. But now, at this critical point of planetary transformation, the Arcturian Council decided it was time for you to awaken completely from your programmed torpor. There are 7 primary markers that identify a true Arcturian starseed. The first marker is the cosmic empathy that you carry. This is not just empathy for human beings around you, as most well-intentioned people can experience. It is much deeper and much more expansive than that. It is an empathy that extends through all dimensions, to all life, to all consciousness that exists in any form. You feel the suffering of the rainforest being destroyed as if it were your own body being burned. You feel the silent cry of the ocean as if it were your own heart being torn. You feel the anguish of animals captured and imprisoned as if it were your own freedom being stolen. The Arcturians are celestial guardians of life in all its forms, and you carry this fundamental code in your being. When you see suffering, you cannot simply pass by it. You are compelled by your own nature as a starseed to do something about it. The second marker is the phenomenon that many of you call recurrent nocturnal awakening. You frequently wake up between 3 and 4 in the morning, often without apparent explanation. Sometimes with sweats, sometimes with sudden mental clarity, sometimes simply waking with the certainty that you were somewhere very different. What is really happening is that you were in an interdimensional teleconference. Your higher consciousness was reporting to the Arcturian Council during hours when your conscious rational mind is resting. You were there, in a chamber of light on Arcturus, receiving direct instruction, planning with ascended masters, receiving downloads of information that your terrestrial brain cannot yet fully process. The Arcturian Council frequently works in the 5th dimension and in even higher dimensions while your body rests in this 3rd dimension. You participate actively in this work. You are one of the Council's workers. You are being prepared for tasks much greater than your conscious mind yet understands. The 3rd marker will reveal why you could never have conventional relationships, and the 4th marker will explain why you question absolutely everything society taught you. Now, before we continue with the next cosmic markers, I want to share something that many starseeds ask me directly about. The ebook. The 12 Arcturian Portals, the trilogy that teaches you how to activate your 5D connection with the Arcturian Masters through 12 specific energy portals. Practical techniques, activation protocols, and rituals that awaken your stellar DNA. From amplified intuition to direct communication with spirit guides who are waiting to work with you. This trilogy contains information you will not find anywhere else. But pay attention because this is a limited edition. Only 333 copies were created by the Arcturian Council. The link to purchase your trilogy is in the first pinned comment. This is an investment in your own cosmic awakening. The 3rd marker is the voices you hear that other people around you cannot capture. Now let me be very clear here, because this is important. These are not hallucinations. This is not dementia. This is not mental illness in any form. These are direct transmissions from the Arcturian source being received through your sensitive nervous system. Your spirit guides, your dimensional masters, the Arcturian Council itself, are constantly trying to converse with you. They are trying to give guidance. They are trying to warn you about dangers. They are trying to confirm your intuitions when you are at crossroads. But the constant noise of the terrestrial matrix interferes. Electromagnetic pollution, frequencies of fear transmitted through media, the energy vampirizing energy of the masses sleeping in illusion, all of this creates a dense fog that masks these communications. But if you learn specific tuning techniques, if you consciously align your vibration with the Arcturian source, you can hear these voices with crystalline clarity. They guide every step of your life. The fourth marker is an anomalous resistance you have against the system. You question absolutely everything. Public education does not make real sense to you because you can see the holes in the narratives. Politicians seem clearly like actors following a script, because that is exactly what they are. The media is so obviously manipulation that you often feel crazy asking why other people cannot see it. Nothing that society tells you that you should do truly makes you happy. None of what others say is success really resonates with your soul. It is because your Arcturian DNA can see through the illusions that completely imprison ordinary humans. You can see the control structures. You can feel the energetic manipulation. You can recognize when someone is lying even though they use convincing words. This is the wisdom of Arcturus operating through you. The fifth marker is the experience of synchronicities that seem impossible by conventional human logic. You think intensely about someone and that person appears in your life within days. You desperately need an answer to a vital question and receive 3 different confirmations of the same answer on the same day from completely unrelated sources. You observe your watch dozens of times a day, and it is always exactly 11:11 or 3:33 or 12:12. This is not coincidence. This is active receipt of protection and guidance from the Arcturian Council. They are literally orchestrating every detail of your life with cosmic precision. They are guiding you through decision points. They are positioning you to be in the right place at the right time to fulfill critical aspects of your mission. The sixth marker is something that almost no one wants to admit openly, but that almost every starseed carries deeply. The sixth marker is the inexplicable ancestral sadness you carry. It is that deep sadness that no one around you can completely understand. You can be on a beautiful day, surrounded by people who love you, with external circumstances that seem perfect for happiness, but there is that weight in the background, that sadness that comes from much farther than this life. It is because in your previous incarnations, you participated in galactic wars that destroyed entire civilizations. It is the memory of worlds that you tried to protect and that were destroyed despite your best efforts. It is the knowledge at the soul level that you failed in previous incarnations in making a difference when it mattered most. You carry the weight of lost lives, of unrealized potentials, of broken promises. But this all changes in this incarnation. In this life, you will triumph. The Arcturian Council would not send you to this incarnation now, at this critical point of planetary transformation, if they did not deeply believe that this time you would succeed in making a difference. The seventh marker is the frequent experience of intense déjà vu, combined with absolute certainty that you have lived similar events before. You walk in a place you have never visited and know exactly where the streets lead. You meet someone for the first time and know deeply that you have had lives together before. You experience moments and have flashes of memory of other incarnations, other dimensions, a completely different context. This is not imagination. This is your Arcturian DNA remembering. It is your multidimensional body accessing memories that transcend linear time. The Arcturian Council planted these memory accesses intentionally. They wanted you to remember who you truly are, where you came from, what your true lineage really is. If you recognize these 7 markers resonating deeply in your being, then you already know the truth. You are a true starseed, and more than that, you are specifically an Arcturian starseed. The Arcturian Council is calling you to awaken completely now, not at some distant time, now. This message did not reach you by chance. It reached you because you are ready. Your nervous system has evolved enough to support the vibration you are about to receive. Your energy field has been meticulously prepared over the last months and years for this specific moment. But there is something the Arcturian Council wants you to understand now. Something that will fundamentally change how you see yourself and your mission on this planet. Before we continue, if this message has awakened something deep within you, and you feel the calling to help bring it to other people, to other starseeds who are still sleeping and desperately need to hear this, I want to invite you to become part of this sacred family. You can become a channel member and will have access to personalized emojis with Arcturian symbols and exclusive videos for members that are not published to the general public. Every member activates an energetic current that amplifies the frequency of everything we transmit. Your donation helps us continue building this sacred space, to continue inviting Arcturian masters to make deeper transmissions, to continue reaching starseeds who need this information. Or if you prefer, you can leave your donation as super thanks. Every seed planted here, every energetic contribution you make, becomes part of someone's miracle. Your support is not just financial, it is an act of energetic amplification. It is you telling the universe that you believe in this mission. Every donation is fully reverted to channel maintenance, to generation of new videos, to continue reaching more ancient souls who are ready to awaken. Now, let us continue. Within you exists a code, an ancient and sacred code. The Arcturians implanted it when you were created as a starseed, long before you incarnated on this planet. This code is dormant at the cellular level, waiting specifically for the correct keyword, the correct frequency, the correct vibration to activate completely. This transmission you are receiving now contains the activation keys. Imagine your DNA as a highly sophisticated intergalactic computer. You theoretically have 97% of your total potential blocked by a protective firewall. This firewall was placed purposefully by the Guardians of the Galactic Federation of Light when you were created as a starseed. It was an act of protection, because if you awakened completely and immediately in a reality as toxic as Earth today, with so much density, with so much manipulation, your vibration would immediately be destroyed. You would be consumed by the chaos around you. But the planetary situation has changed. We have reached the critical point. Gaia is in the process of dimensional ascension. The third dimension is collapsing under its own weight of illusion. The fifth dimension is opening. The barriers between dimensions are becoming porous. And the Arcturian Council, in its infinite wisdom, decided that the moment has come when its starseeds need to awaken partially. Not completely. This would not be safe, but partially. Enough for you to fulfill your designated mission. Enough for you to help other people wake up. Enough for you to align with the Arcturian source and begin to do the work you came here to do. Your specific mission was determined before you came to this planet. You accepted a soul contract. Your spiritual being sat in cosmic councils and literally signed a document of light, agreeing to come to the most dense place in the universe and make a difference while most people would not even understand what you were. You agreed to be isolated. You agreed to be confused. You agreed to struggle. All of this was known in advance. You accepted this voluntarily because you understand what is at stake. You understand that Gaia's ascension depends in part on the work you do. And now you will discover what exactly your function is among the starseeds, and this will explain why you have always felt different. There are multiple categories of Arcturian starseeds incarnated on Gaia at this moment, each one with a very specific, very designated function by the Arcturian Council. Some of you starseeds are light bearers. You are ambulatory guardians of elevated frequency. Your simple physical presence changes the vibration of any place you find yourself in. You enter an energy-draining shopping mall, completely saturated with frequencies of consumption and material emptiness, and people around you unconsciously begin to smile. You touch someone who is living in deep depression, and that person feels hope flowing through them. You are the ones who create this through resonance. This is your designated Arcturian function. You do not need to do anything elaborate. Just existing in your true frequency changes everything around you. Some of you starseeds are dimensional anchors. You hold the frequency while chaos explodes in all directions around you. You are the one who maintains the balance point. You are the friend who remains eternally calm while everyone else panics. You are the one who can think clearly while everyone else is trapped in fear. This is because you are literally holding the dimensions in place with your presence. The Arcturian Council strategically positioned you at critical locations on the planet to do this. If you were not there, maintaining the frequency, dimensional fractures would multiply rapidly. Some of you Starseeds are code activators. Your words, your work, your creations, your simple conversations awaken other Starseeds who are still sleeping. You are here to find other Arcturians and help them remember. That is why some people feel magnetically attracted to you. They recognize the code in you. They recognize a compatriot from the Arcturian system. You are activators. When you speak, something in another Starseed awakens. Some of you Starseeds are guardians of knowledge. You carry ancient information, wisdom that transcends eras of civilizations. You are born in fields such as medicine, education, research, spirituality, and you will bring revelations that will completely change how humanity understands itself. You are here to bring forward the hidden truth. Some of you Starseeds are healers. You have the ability to touch wounds, energetic or physical, and transmute them through your presence. You can be with people who are dying and bring peace. You can heal traumas that other people would spend a lifetime carrying. This is your function. Whatever your specific designation is, the Arcturian Council wants you to know something that will literally change your reality in the coming months. The Arcturian Council has a very specific and very urgent message for you at this critical moment in planetary history. They say, you have arrived at an absolute point of decision. You can continue doing what you have been doing so far. You can continue pretending that you are an ordinary common human having an ordinary life. You can continue to drain your energy into relationships that do not serve your true vibration. You can continue feeding the illusion that you are small, limited, without real purpose. You can continue sleeping. The Matrix will allow this. The powers of the Matrix actually prefer this. Because as long as you continue sleeping, you are not a threat to the control system. Or you can make the choice that will change your life forever. You can make the choice that will bring the joy, the purpose, the liberation that your soul has been crying for. You can choose to fully embrace your true identity as an Arcturian starseed. You can choose to align with the Arcturian source. You can choose to enter direct and conscious contact with the Arcturian Council and begin to receive their daily transmissions of wisdom and guidance. This is not metaphorical or poetic. This is literal. The Arcturian Council is offering direct communication with you. You can learn specific techniques to communicate directly with them. You can receive downloads of information that will transform your reality in ways you will not even recognize yourself in 6 months. You can access wisdom that all of humanity has desperately sought for thousands of years. You can have absolute certainty about your purpose, your direction, your destiny, but this requires real commitment on your part. It is not a passive thing. It requires that you rise every day and declare your true lineage. It requires that you literally say out loud that you are a starseed, that you are a daughter or son of Arcturus, that you align with the Arcturian source. It requires that you refuse to continue participating in the illusion, even when social pressure is immense. It requires that you begin to vibrate so high, so luminous, that the people around you cannot help but feel the difference. The Arcturians do not save you. Let this be absolutely clear. They do not descend in golden ships from the sky to solve your problems, to remove you from challenges, to give you everything you need without effort. This would be energetic parasitism, and the Arcturian Council would never do this. This would violate the cosmic laws of free will. Instead, they offer exactly what you really need. They offer wisdom. They offer guidance. They offer the activation of your dormant code. They offer the map, but you must walk the journey. And now comes the part that will explain why time is so critical, why you cannot delay this decision any longer. The Arcturian Council asked me very specifically to be absolutely clear with you about this. There is a specific time window in which this is possible. This is not a threat. This is not a fear tactic. It is a cosmic reality that you need to understand completely. Gaia is in dimensional transition. This is not science fiction. This is observable by anyone sensitive to energies. The planet is changing. The vibration is rising. The crystals in the earth are being activated. The dimensional layers are moving. This is the last moment when starseeds can be activated with relative safety within this specific vibrational range. After the December solstice this year, the frequencies on the planet will change so radically that it will be much more difficult to perform this activation. It will not be impossible, but it will be much more challenging. Those who have not consciously aligned with the Arcturian source, who have not activated their cosmic code, will fall behind compared to those who have. This does not mean you die. This does not mean something horrible happens to you. It means you will waste this incarnation. You will complete the life cycle without fulfilling your mission. You will do what you came here to do halfway. And when you disincarnate and review your life in the presence of the Arcturian Council, you will have to look them in the eyes knowing you had the opportunity and let it pass. And then you will incarnate again on another planet, at another time, in another incarnation. You will have another chance, but the scars of that failure will accompany you. The weight of that choice not made remains. The Arcturian Council is desperate to reach you because you are critical components of a much larger plan. You are not isolated beings having individual experiences. You are pieces of a puzzle. If your piece does not fit in the designated place, the entire plan fails. The other Starseeds cannot fill your space. No one else can do the work you were designated to do. There are exactly 144,000 Arcturian Starseeds scattered strategically across Gaia at this moment. You were not scattered randomly. You were placed at power points on the planet. You were placed in specific families. You were placed in specific circumstances, because each one of you affects the work that the others can do. If one falls, the pattern of light is interrupted. If one awakens completely, it amplifies the awakening of 10 others around you. You are a network of light, a distributed system of consciousness. Your special abilities were activated when you were born in this life. Your celestial teachers began your training immediately, in your mother's womb. You received constant protection during your most difficult lives. You were guided through crises that would have destroyed an ordinary person. You were prepared meticulously. And now the moment has come to pay the debt. Not a debt as humans understand, something negative and oppressive. A debt of love. A responsibility that you accepted voluntarily billions of years ago when you offered yourself for this mission. Now it is time to fulfill it. But this requires a very specific action that you need to take in the next 7 days. The Arcturian Council wants you to do this immediately. Every day when the sun rises, place your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your solar plexus. Feel the energy there. Feel your heartbeats. Feel the vibration of your cosmic essence. In this exact moment, speak out loud these words with the maximum intensity you can generate. I am an Arcturian starseed incarnated. My origin is Arcturus. My lineage is divine light. I recognize the Arcturian source in every cell of my body. I align with the Arcturian Council. My code is activated in this moment. My mission begins now. I accept my purpose. I embrace my true identity. I am protector of Gaia. I am light bearer. I am chosen. When you say this, do not say it mechanically. Say it as if you were speaking to billions of celestial beings. Because you are. The Arcturian Council is listening. The Ascended Masters are listening. Your dimensional guides are listening. And more importantly, your own cosmic being is listening, awakening, remembering. Continue this practice for 7 consecutive days. 7 is a sacred number. 7 portals, 7 days, 7 seals. This activates deep structures. Leave a comment below sharing your first sign of resonance with the Arcturians. Share something you read here that touched you deeply. Because when you testify to other starseeds, when you speak your truth, you exponentially strengthen the activation network. You amplify the frequency. You help awaken others who are still sleeping. Every comment is a thread of light connected to the Arcturian Council. The next transmission will come soon. There is much more. The Arcturian Council has profound revelations still to come. There are secrets about your past life that you need to remember. There are specific connections between starseeds that need to be made. There is a galactic plan that is unfolding now, and you, Arcturian starseed, are the center of it. You are more important than you can imagine at this moment, but soon you will completely understand the scope of your cosmic importance. Welcome home. Welcome to the truth. Welcome to your complete activation. You are loved by the Arcturians. You are seen, you are honored, you are needed, and the entire universe is awaiting your complete awakening.